Hello, hello, hello. It's time to talk about some paradiddle combinations. So I want to talk about paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Two double paradiddles and a single paradiddle in a pattern that repeats. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Now as you move from one measure into the next, the sticking is going to create an opposite accent pattern. So in the first measure, you have a right accent followed by a left accent followed by a right, and the second one it would be the opposite, going left, right, and left. And here we go. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay? If you notice, the accents actually land on 1, the end of 2, and 4 in both measures. 1E and, sorry, wrong sticking. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, okay? And that is one of the measures of clave, that accent pattern. So this would fit really well if you're doing some songs that have a clave pattern to follow, okay? And it's also, there was an old swampy New Orleans rhythm that basically took that 3 measure of clave and repeated it over and over again. And that was a common thing back in those days, and it extends into today. I can think of several songs that kind of are based on that pattern and have that, instilled in it. So really cool accentation that fits a lot of styles of music, and it works well. So paradiddle, 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 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Okay. So the other thing you can do with this is accent both of the paras. So in paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay, you can do that. That's a cool thing to do. I like to put the accents out to the toms, kind of like this. Or move them around a little more. Whatever your fancy is. But I also like to turn that around and do it the other way. I will put my right hand mostly on one of these toms and my left hand or right hand mostly on the floor tom, and bring the accents to the snare drum like this. And I think that creates an interesting melodic flow there between the toms and the way they come out of that. But you can move it around more if you want to and incorporate other toms if you have them. That's just the way I get started with it. And then you can expand on it from there and come up with some really cool stuff that melodically flows through the toms in that. Okay? Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. So the next one I'm going to do is paradiddle-diddles with the same thing. 2 paradiddle-diddles and 1 paradiddle as a cycling. Again, the counts end up in the same places, 1, the end of 2, and 4, the accents. So you still have that same flow. It's just a different sticking that allows you to maybe move around the kit in a different way. With this one, I really like the way the flow stays right-handed for one measure, or the accents stay right-handed for one measure, and then left-handed for the next measure. And I will show this one with a cymbal and bass drum hit. And a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. Paradiddle, diddle, paradiddle, diddle, paradiddle, paradiddle, diddle, paradiddle, diddle, paradiddle. Okay, so there's a couple of cool accent patterns for you to work on, and have fun with these. I mean, you can do some pretty cool stuff. All right, enjoy.